Dear learners, again I welcome you to this exciting journey of learning and discovery. Whether you are joining us from across the globe or just around the corner, we are thrilled to have you as a part of our online learning community. In today's session, we are going to discuss our lecture number 11 of Module 4, that is Safety Education and Training Methods. These are the various contents which I am going to discuss today. First one is safety education and training methods, tailoring, training to the audiences, training resources and tools, accessing, training effectiveness and conclusion. Let us see our first topic, classroom training. Yes, classroom training involves traditional instructions method conducted in a physical classroom setting. It is often facilitated by experienced trainers or object matter experts. The key feature of the classroom training includes first, classroom training, instructor lead sessions, lectures, presentation, discussion, questions and answer sessions. First one is instructor lead session, means qualified trainer lead to a session ensuring accurate and relevant information is shared. Next one is lectures, presentation, discussion. Trainers deliver content through lectures and presentations covering theoretical aspects of safety procedures, regulation and best practices. Next one is question and answer session. Participants can ask questions to clarify doubts and engage in discussion to enhance their understanding. Classroom training is effective for conveying fundamentals, knowledge and concepts, allowing participants to interact directly with trainers and their peers. Next one is hands-on training. Hands-on training means it provides participants with an opportunity to practice safety procedures in a controlled environment. It enhances the learning through direct experience. The key features include hands-on training. This hands-on training includes practical exercises, demonstration of safety procedures, and simulation and role playing. First one is practical exercise. Participants engage in a practical activities that mimic real world scenarios, allowing them to apply safety protocols in hands-on manner. Demonstration of safety procedures means trainer demonstrate correct safety techniques and procedures, showing participants how to execute tasks safely. Next one is simulation and role playing. Simulation scenario replicate workplace situation, enabling participants to respond to emergencies and hazardous situations as they would be in real life. Hands-on training is particularly effective for building memory, confidence and situations awareness among the participants. Online training means online training leverage digital platform to deliver safety education. It offers flexibility and accessibility, making it suitable for various learning styles. The key feature of this online training includes e-learning modules, webinars and visual classroom, interactive quiz and assessments. E-learning modules means interactive online modules cover safety topics through multimedia elements including video, animation and quizzes. Webinar and visual classroom means live or pre-recorded webinars provide virtual training sessions with opportunities for participants to ask questions in real life. Next one is interactive quizzes and assessments. Online assessment gauge participants' understanding of safety concepts and identify areas that need reinforcement. Online training is a convenient for remote learners, self-paced learning and reaching a wide audience. It also allows for tracking process and implementation rate. On the job training. On the job training involves learning safety procedures while performing actual work tasks. It is particularly effective for job specific safety practices. The key feature of on the job training includes learning while performing tasks, mentoring and coaching, real world application of safety protocols. Let us see these all topics in detail. First one is learning while performing tasks. Means employees learn safety measures as they perform their regular job duties, ensuring immediate application of knowledge. Next one is mentoring and coaching. Means experienced colleagues and supervisor provide guidance and correct techniques and answer questions during the trainings. Next one is real world application of safety protocols. Means participants apply safety protocols directly to their task, reinforcing safe practical in real time. On the job training is highly contextual and relevant as it aligns directly with the task and the challenges employees encounter in their specific roles. Each type of safety education and training has its own strengths and best use cases. A comprehensive approach often combines multiple methods to create a well-rounded and effective safety training programs. Our next topic is tailoring training to audiences. It includes general workforce, new employees, managers and supervisors, contractors and visitors, specialized training in specific role, that is equipment operation and lab technicians. Let us see this all topic one by one. First one is general workforce. Means general workforce training is a design to provide fundamental safety knowledge and skill applicable to all employees across different departments and roles within an organization. It typically covers basic safety protocols, emergency procedures, hazard identification, and general workplace safety rules. The goal is to ensure that every employee understands their role in maintaining a safe working environment and can contribute to a culture of safety. Next one is new employees. New employees training focuses on orienting newcomers to the organization's safety policies, procedures and expectations. It ensures that employees have a clear understanding of safety practices right from the beginning. This training might cover the location of safety equipment, emergency exit, reporting procedures and initial hazard awareness. By providing comprehensive safety training to the employees, organization can set a strong safety foundation for their entire tenure. Managers and supervisors. Training for the managers and supervisors goes beyond the basics, emphasizes leadership in safety management. Managers are responsible for implementing safety policies, ensuring compliances, and forecasting a culture of safety within a team. Their training might include topics such as conducting safety inspection, leading safety meetings, incident investigation, risk assessment. Equipping managers with advanced safety knowledge help them effectively communicate and enforce safety protocols. Contractors and visitors. Contractors and visitors may not be familiar with the organization's safety policies and procedures. Tailored training for this audience focuses on providing essential safety information specific to their time on site. This might include information on restricted areas, emergency procedures, personal protective equipments, and how to report hazards. By educating contractors and visitors, organization can minimize risk and ensure that external parties also contribute to a safe environment. Next one is specialized training for specific role. Mean certain job roles require a specialized safety training due to the nature of task involved. For example, first one, equipment operators. Means Training for the equipment operators cover safe operation, maintenance and inspection of the machinery. It includes understanding warning signs, emergency setup procedures and proper use of safety devices. Next one is lab technicians. Lab technicians requires training in handling hazardous materials, proper disposal of procedures and use personal protective equipment specific to laboratory settings. Next one is firefighters or emergency response teams. Specialized training for emergency responder covers techniques to handle hazardous incidents, evacuation procedures, and effective communications during crisis. Customizing training to match specific roles ensure that employees receive the knowledge and skill they need to perform their jobs safely and efficiently. By tailoring safety training to different audiences, organizations can address the unique challenges, risks, and responsibilities associated with each group. This approach enhances the engagement, knowledge, retention, and overall safety awareness among employees to all levels. Next one is effective safety techniques. This includes visual aids. This visual aids includes diagrams, charts, images, and video and animation. Storytelling like real life example and case studies, scenario and anecdotes. And interactivity means group discussion and brainstorming, role playing exercises, hands on demonstrations. Simulations like visual scenario replicating real life situations, safe environment for practicing emergency procedures. Let us see this each topic in detail. First one is visual aids. Visual aids enhance understanding by presenting information in a graphical format. They help break down complex concepts and make information for more common. Visual aids includes diagram, chart and image. This visual representation illustrate procedures, workflows and safety procedures, making them easier to comprehend. Videos and animation. Dynamic visual in a form of videos and animation can demonstrate procedures, hazardous scenarios and emergency response more vividly. Storytelling. Storytelling concepts learners emotionally with the content and make it memorable. Real life examples and case studies. Sharing incidents and their aftermaths help learners understanding the impact of safety violations and reinforce the significance of following protocols. Scenario and scenarios. Presenting hypothetical scenarios help learners relate to potential situations and think critically about the appropriate actions to take. Interactivity. Interactive training engage participants actively, promoting participation and knowledge retention. Group discussion and brainstorming. Group discussion encourage participants to share experience, ask questions and brainstorm solutions to safety challenges. Role play exercises. Role playing allows participants to practice safety protocols in a controlled environment, simulating real life situations. Hands on demonstration means demonstrations shows the correct way to use a safety equipment, perform tasks safely, and respond to emergencies. Simulations. Simulations recreate realistic scenarios to prepare participants for emergencies and challenging situations. Visual scenario replicating real life situation means virtual simulations provide a safe space for the experience hazardous scenarios without actual risk, allowing the participants to practice decision making and responsive. Safe environment for practicing emergency procedures. Simulating emergency situation helps participants become familiar with the protocols, evacuation procedures, and communicating during crisis. These effective training techniques cater to different learning styles and promote active engagement by incorporating visual aids, storytelling, interactivity, and stimulation. Safety trainers can create a impressive and impactful training experience that empower participants with the knowledge and skills needed to respond effectively to various safety challenges. Next one is training resources and tools. This includes safety manual and guidance, safe operating procedures, online training and management, safety videos and documentaries, training materials and handouts. Let us see these all topics in detail. First one is safety manual and guidelines. Means safety manuals and guidelines are comprehensive documents that outline the organization safety policy, procedures and protocols. They serve as essential references for employees to understand how to perform any task safely and respond to the emergencies. Next one is standard operating procedures. Means safe operating procedures provide step by step instructions for performing any task safely and efficiently. They are particularly valuable in industries where specific procedures must be followed to minimize risks. Safe operating procedures detail the correct sequence of the actions, equipment uses, and safety precautions, ensuring consistent and standardized practices. Online training platform and learning management system means online learning platform and management systems offer a digital infrastructure for delivering and managing safety training. This platform allows organizations to create, distribute, and track training modules. Features of the online training platform and LMSs includes first e-learning modules means interactive modules that incorporate multimedia elements like videos, quiz and animations. Next one, centralized content management means organization can store training materials, videos and resources in one place for easy access. Next one is flexibility means online platform provide the flexibility for employees to complete training at their own pace, enhancing convenience. Next one is safety videos and documentaries. It means safety videos and documentaries are effective tools for visualizing safety procedures and highlight the consequences of unsafe practices. These videos can cover a range of topics from hazard awareness to emergency response. They are particularly engaging and can capture the attention of participants while conveying important safety messages. Next one is training materials and handouts. It means printed training materials and handouts complement other training methods and provide participants with a tangible resources to references. These materials can include first checklist. Checklist means quick references list of safety procedures or step to follow the specific situation. Next one is fact sheets. It means summarize of the key safety guidance, regulation or statistics. Next one is infographics. It means visual representation of a safety information making complex concept easier to understand. Utilizing a combination of these training resources and tools ensures that participants have access to various learning materials and cater to their performance and needs. This approach also supports different learning styles and reinforces safety concepts through repetition and diverse formats. Next one is assessing training effectiveness. It includes pre and post training assessments, evaluating retention and understandings, feedback and survey from the participants, incident rates before and after of the training, continuous improvement of the training programs. Let us see these all topics in detail. First one is pre and post training assessment. Pre and post training assessments are designed to measure participants' knowledge and understanding before and after completing of the training. This approach helps evaluate how much participants have learned during the training period. By comparing pre-training scores and post-training scores, trainers can determine the effectiveness of training in the terms of knowledge gained. Next one is evaluating retention and understanding. Evaluating retention involves assessing participants' ability to recall and apply safety knowledge and procedures over time. This can be done through the periodic assessments or quizzes following the training. Understanding is assessed by evaluating participants' comprehension of safety concepts, protocols, and procedures. Trainers can use particular scenarios or case studies to gauge participants' grasp of the material. Next one is feedback and survey from the participants. Feedback from the participants provide valuable insights into their training experiences. After the training, participants can be asked to provide a feedback through a survey or questionnaires. Questions may cover to clarify of the content and effectiveness of the training methods and suggestion for improvement. Analyzing feedback helps trainers to identify areas to improvement and adopt training strategies. Next one is incident rate before and after of the training. It means measuring incident rates before and after of the training is a tangible way to assess the impact of safety education by tracking the number of severity of workplace incidents or accidents before training and comparing them to the rates after training. Organization can determine whether the training has contributed to the reduction of incidents. A decrease in incidents suggests that the training is positively influenced safety behavior. Next one is continuous improvement of training program. It means regularly evaluating and improving training programs is essential for maintaining their effectiveness. Trainers should gather data from the assessment, feedback, incident reports, and other sources to identify areas where the training can be enhanced. Continuous improvement might involve updating content, adjusting training methods, incorporating new technologies, and addressing emerging safety corners. Assessing training effectiveness is crucial for ensuring that a safety education is making a meaningful impact on participants' knowledge, behavior, and overall safety culture of the organization. By analyzing various metrics and feedback, organization can refine their training approaches and create a safer work environment. Let us see the compliance and regulations. Regulatory requirements for safety training means regulatory bodies depending on the industries and jurisdiction often mandate specific safety training requirements. These regulations ensure that organizations prioritize the safety and well-being of their employees. Regulatory requirement can encompass a wide range of safety topics from hazard communication and fire safety to handling hazardous materials and emergency response procedures. Organizations must stay up to date with these regulations and ensure that their training programs align within the mandated standards. Industry specific guidelines. In addition to the general regulatory requirements, many industries have their own setup of guidelines and best practices that address unique safety challenges. These industry specific guidelines are often developed by associations, trade groups, or experts within this field. Adhering of these guidelines enhances safety practices by taking into account the specific risk and characteristics of the industries. For instance, constructions, healthcare, and manufacturing industries might have distinct safety requirements. Legal implications of inadequate training. Failure to provide the adequate safety training can have serious legal consequences for organization. First, fines and penalties means regulatory bodies can impose fines and penalties for non-compliances with safety training requirements. Next one is lawsuits. It means inadequate training can lead to the accidents, injuries or fatalities, resulting in lawsuits from affected employee and their families. Increased insurance premium means insurance companies often consider an organization's safety practices when determining insurance premiums. Inadequate training could lead to a higher insurance cost. Next one is criminal charges. It means in case of gross negligence where inadequate training result in severe harm, criminal charges could be filed against the responsible parties. Ensuring that employees receive proper safety education and training is not only the legal requirement but also the responsible and ethical practices that protects both employees and the organizations. Understanding compliances and regulation related to safety training is crucial for organizations to avoid legal issues and create a safe environment for their employees. By aligning training programs with regulatory requirements and industry's guidelines, organizations demonstrate their commitment to safety and reduce the risk of legal requirements. Next, let us see the government and private agencies responsible for the safety of the workers. One organization named as Occupational Safety and Health Administration, also known as OSHA, help as a government agency of UK for the safety education and training of the workers. The agency authorizes OSHA training institute education centers to deliver occupational safety and health training to the public and private sectors in all industries. OSHA administrators the Occupational Safety and Health Act. Safety and health condition is most private industries are regulated by the OSHA or OSHA approved state plans. Outreach training courses are basic hazard awareness classes of workers delivered by the OSHA authorized trainers. They are not required by OSHA but some localities and employees require them. Emergency Support Function ESFS and National Disaster Response Force NDRF of India. The Government of India has an effective system for responding for both the natural and man-made disaster through different ESFS. NDRF is the capacity of lead agency in the field of specialized disaster response is also committed to make India resilient towards the disasters. Mock exercise provides virtually the only means short of an actual incident of measuring the state of readiness and the testing of the effectiveness of the emergency response plan. It is highly desirable that NDRF should carry out regular mock exercise with the schools, college, educational institutions, hospitals, high-rise buildings, residents, welfare associations, government and non-government offices, railway, multi-accidental hazard installations, airports and other stakeholders related to the possible likely disaster of the area to ensure. Ministry of Labour and Employment. Government of India provide national policy and safety, health and environment at the workplace to enhance the safety of workplace. Providing the statutory framework on occupational safety and health in respect to all sectors of industrial activities including the construction sector, designing suitable control systems for compliances, enforcement and incentives for better compliances. Providing administrative and technical support services, it includes continuous reduction of the incidences of work-related injuries, fatalities, disease, disasters or loss of national assets, improved coverage of work-related injuries, fatalities and disease are provided for more comprehensive database for facilitating better performance and monitoring. Also, Factory Act 1948, Chapter 4, Section 23 in India says 1. No young person shall be required or allowed to work at any machine to which this section applies, unless he has been fully instructed as a dangers arising in the connection with the machine and the precaution of the observed, and A has received sufficient training in work at the machine. B is under adequate supervision by the person who has a thorough knowledge and experience of the machines. Second point, subsection 1 says shall apply to such machines as may be prescribed by the state government, being machine which is its opinion are of such a dangerous character that young persons ought not to work at them unless the foregoing requirements are complied with. Let us see the conclusion overall of this session by heeding the call of action and taking meaningful steps toward the safety training education and forecasting a robust safety culture. Organizations demonstrate their dedication to their employees' welfare, their operational integrity and their reputation in the industry. Dear learners, in upcoming lecture, we will see role of government and private agencies for safety training in detail. Thank you for listening me with patience.